So first we've got the new Dungeon Master. That's new. It now interacts with villains, so it might be worth playing around with just because it's new and we're here to try the new things. Maximus, after you KO 20 characters. This has not been changed, it just has a new name and new art. A lot of new art in this one, including Princess Animal, which I think I like the other art better, but I am excited to see what this looks like when it's finished, right? It's just not done yet. So, hard to say. Cute drawing, though. Like, I don't think I've actually, picked up all the stuff going on in it, right? You got Princess Animal. This animal is now a pirate. This animal is now a mage. That's cute. And this pig flies. Maybe they're Fae? I don't know. I'm not sure what the bit there is. But let's go with Dungeon Master because they have been updated. Now that they interact with villains, Wormtongue is relevant. They always had Wormtongue as part of their base set, and it was always kind of a weird, wait a minute, that's the opposite of what I'm going for. But now that they interact with heroes, or now that they interact with villains, actually pretty cool. So let's do that. Let's completely overhaul this, add in all the villains we can. You're not a villain, you're not a villain, you're not a villain, you're not a villain. You are a hero, but I still think you're bad. This seems good to me. Let's just start. I keep belaboring the point. Alright, so Flying Monkey, that is a villain. Wind Up Toy, Rose. Wind Up Toy got new art, which is pretty and everything, but they still they're still bad. So I will take them anyway, because I keep trying them because they got fancy new art and it's cute, but kind of whatever. Another Flying Monkey. Ooh, very nice. Now, ooh, quests. So we can get the Evil Stepmother. We are going into villains so far. Or the Jealous Stepsisters. I guess we'll go with the Evil Stepmother. Evil Stepmother is easier to do unless you have something like Puck to back up Jealous Stepsisters. So we'll do that. Loud traffic today. What else do we have? Forgotten Present, Itsy Bitsy Spider. I think this used to be a hero. Not since last patch, but previously. I'll take them anyway. They just have decent stats. I might need them early in the game. Okay, took out the backline. That's fun. And ooh, they won with their Mysterious Egg. Boo. Okay. Now we got some options here. All of these are heroes and or villains, which is cool. I could take Wormtongue. I think we do take Wormtongue here because we want to get Evil Stepmother more villains. And on top of that, they are a villain. And on top of that, I'd actually love to try and get the golden version of Wormtongue. I want to try that out since it's in the patch notes. And what do I do here? Itsy Bitsy Spider is an animal. So I could do Foul Lich. This is also an animal. Yeah, actually let's do that. Let's take Foul Lich. Make sure those two die. Very good. That is a big wind-up toy. Holy crap. And I'm gonna... Okay, we won that. I was not sure. Sorry, I just clammed up there. I was tense watching that. Ugh. The Santa Claus is scary. Okay. Sailor Moonshine. Love Sailor Moonshine. Not actually really relevant. Tink is a hero. Billy Bones is just a pirate, not a villain. Do I want to invest in some stats? I might take the Sailor Moonshine. Sorry, I said I love Sailor Moonshine. I love the art for Sailor Moonshine. it used to be the art for Plunder Penny, and then the Plunder Penny's art got updated, and they've said they'd bring the art back eventually. It is weird, because, Sailor Moonshine, this is clearly a Rapunzel reference, but the in the art, I mean, and it's not in the card, so I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with that. I don't need this 2-3, although that is helping my Foul. I think Foul Lich is kind of bad, so I'm not really that concerned. Let's take Sailor Moonshine. There's a lot of pirate villains. It's the closest thing we've got. There we go. Perfect. And Despicable Shmee. Do I just replace the Evil Stepmother? I probably do, right? Yeah. Alright, so we should get an uncommon from this because of our captain. Lich King's Heart is always nice to make sure you're not dying. Carriage Jump on +4/+4. That's pretty big boost at this point in the game, I think. Yeah, let's take the Spiked Shield. Just, it's not going to compound into anything huge, but it will give us some pretty solid stat. A nice power spike to help us get through the mid-game, which we could use. We are taking damage. Alright, very nice. So Santa Claus has this issue of they need to survive the hit, which is hard. But it's less hard when you get a +4/+4. Flying Monkey has now made it to gold. We could also take the Blackbeard's Parrot, which is really nice looking. Wow, 12-9? Have they always been a 12-9? That is nuts. Oh, right, we got this +4/+4. But still, the point still stands. It's kind of huge, and that's awesome. And we are looking to make kind of a pirate board. We didn't really mean to, but it's actually very possible. That said, I can't pass up on the gold. This is an uncommon treasure with our captain, so let's go for it. Once again, we have the option of Lich King's Heart. Interesting. When your toys are KO'd, slots behind them get +1/+1. That could go well with Santa Claus or Dwarven Cart. Whenever you get a 4th treasure, collect this. I think this card is generally pretty bad unless you get something like Thieving Gloves that goes with it, or you have Mechanical Dragon. If you have Mechanical Dragon, this card is just like take it every time. I think I will take it though. I just think it's like an interesting. It's sort of a, you know, high roll chasing type card, and it's fun to chase the high rolls. Do not hit Morgana. Okay, great, awesome. That's pretty good, actually. I think we still lose because Morgana Le Fay is big, but not too badly, at least. I love Sarmina. Support the characters in front of me. You have Hunt +3/+3. When you see... if I see you successfully hunt 6 times, I can finish a quest. Now, the thing with this, I did not realize. I thought by C, what it meant was the characters in front of me. I figured that they were only seeing the characters in front, which is not the case. So that's really cool. I don't need this Lich, but I also don't need, like, a lot of other things. So, I don't know. Shmi's not doing anything right now. Yeah, let's remove Shmi. Okay, never mind. Let's keep Shmi. I changed my mind immediately. That said, actually, Two-Line Mice is really good, and True Love's Kiss is really good. I really like Sarmina, but being able to go directly to an Epic could be really nice. Then again, Epic's next turn. It's not a huge early power spike. Yeah. I'll just go with Shmi. What else? Ooh, okay. I do love Boon Willow, but I don't have any boons to Willow. Fairy Dragon is not bad. 9/9 and gives the things in front +2/+2. Which isn't a huge bonus, but it's going to grow as the game goes on. And it could be really decent with, like, Santa Claus and stuff. I'm going to take it. Morgana Le Fay is maybe the better choice here. Range is just really powerful, but I think that this one's fun. I don't use it often enough. Santa Claus died before I had space, but that's fine. Looks like we won anyway. Cool. We got 2 hunts off. That's great. Ooh, Sarmina up to level silver. Next, both Punxsutawney Phil and Mockingbird are both very good. Like both of those cards quite a bit. Mockingbird really wants you to have an animal sub-theme, which is not, like, impossible, but I only have one. I know Sarmina's an animal, too. If I want to put them in the back. I wasn't planning on putting Mockingbird in the back, though. I was planning on replacing Santa Claus with them. That's interesting. Yeah. I think I'll put them in the front for now. Maybe I'll move them back later. Ooh, Scar. Yes, we want to try the new Scar. The only change is that they're now a pirate in addition, but I think that's still really, really cool. And I've never played a good Scar. I always forget that they have when any of your characters hunt. I always think it's just part of their hunt ability. So that's actually really cool. We got these two both hunting because of Sarmina giving them the ability to hunt, and then we can put Scar addition. The question is, I think I'm replacing Fairy Dragon with Scar, which actually means I can move Scar to the front, probably. The thing is, we don't want Scar to die before these two hunt, so maybe I want them in the back. It's a question of whether or not I want Mockingbird to get extra bonuses or not. I think I'd rather have Scar in the front. And then they die. Well, that's what I get for being cheeky. That could have been cool. Oh well. Sarmina is only 2 procs away from getting us a nice, fancy, epic treasure, because again, they are a villain, so Dungeon Master will upgrade that. I could just go full villains. I love villains. Villains are so much fun in this game. Magnificent. Queen of Hearts just for a power spike. I don't need Shmi. Shmi is buffing just themselves. which has been fine, but it's not like a big deal if I can buy something that is as big as them, like Magnificent or Queen of Hearts. I could also use Midas Touch, but I don't think I really care to right now. I'd rather actually gold them and get the treasure, not gold them and not get the for the effect bonus. Wow, I'm not sure actually. Huh. I don't want to just do the Queen of Hearts to just, okay, it's a 2020, whatever. I'd rather take Magnificent and then see if we can get some more villains. Honestly, it's a hard pick. I think I really want to go into full-on animals if I can, so they're all probably pretty temporary. Let's take Magnificent for now. Ooh, beautiful. Rewarded immediately. I will take Sarmina, and since they are a villain, Sarmina will get Treasure Hoard. 17, 19. Beautiful. And we're going to get an epic treasure. Once again, they are, you know, a villain. Viking Longhouse. When a character hunts, all of your characters gets +3. That is awesome. These 3 have hunt. Earthstone is just kind of decent, right? Each fight, one of your characters gets 10 at +10/+10 at random. And Daisy Jones Locket. A lot of combos with this. It's just not really that great. I mean, there's something kind of cool about it. Like, Mockingbird could hunt and then summon 2 things. But, like, I'd rather just have Parting Gift most of the time. The only real benefit of Daisy Jones Locket is if you have hunt synergies. Like, if I had Viking Longhouse, this would count as a hunt. But I don't know if that's worth it, because it's not going to be able to successfully kill anything. It's too small. I'm thinking the Viking Longhouse. Having our Flying Monkeys or Magnificent successfully hunt at the beginning of the game should allow us to buff our back row, and then maybe later we can get... Oh, that's scary. Don't hit Snowball. Oh, right, because it snipes the back row. Honestly, Flying Monkey has been sneaky good as a hunter because they can attack the back row, and the back rows tend to be weaker than the front row. See, now that we've got the Viking Longhouse, I'm actually quite tempted to get Mockingbird, get the Daisy Jones Locket, because Mockingbird's actually going to grow stats. What else do we have, though, instead? Earthstone. Sarmina triggered, if that wasn't clear. Earthstone, same thing as before, but Dragon Crown is different. All your characters have Treasure Hoard. So this currently means all of your characters have +4/+4, and that's just going to continue to grow as the game goes on. And it's not just these characters, it's just all of our characters for the rest of the game. So that could add up to a lot. I don't have more than 1 Farewell, so this is not doing a ton for me, but I do really like it. And the fact that it then becomes a hunt ability gives it added value. I think I'm going to take it because it's funny. Next, Wishing Dragon is kind of cool. It is still pretty big. Not the biggest thing. Like, not bigger than these 2. But I think it's probably worth it. The question is, what about Scar? Scar's not done a lot for me. The question is Magnificent going to get any bigger? Maybe we just replace Magnificent with Wishing Dragon. Giving everything +10/+10 is going to be pretty big. Or I can just get something random from the tavern, right? Like, that's a legend. It's guaranteed to be decent. Yeah, let's do, okay, I'll take Long John Silver. It's a villain. It makes all my bronzes into silvers. I love that. That's a great pick. The question is, do I want to replace anything on my board with it? I think I don't. I'm still kind of like interested in exploring the Scar situation. So let's just take the Long John Silver into the bank and get ourselves an extra level of Treasure Hoard on our good friend. These are all kind of boring. I'll take the Bronze Goose. Bronze Goose I should take more often. It's just like, if you find them twice, you get an epic treasure, which is just very good, actually. I think I undervalue that one. Alright, let's go. Scar once again dies right away. We do have Flying Monkey once again snipe something. That is, honestly, I can't believe I still have a Flying Monkey. I've never had a Flying Monkey this long. It feels awesome, actually. It's kind of great. I'm super impressed. Wishing Dragon is still here, 26-26, still very good. Maybe it is now time. Mockingbird is going to be doing less and less. And actually, no, Wishing Dragon is not buffing anything anymore. The only thing it buffs are my stuff that's small, but I'm getting rid of the small things. Let's just take all for 1, +1, +1, +1, +1. Not a very big deal, but, well, I mean, I could also just ditch the Wishing Dragon and see if we can find them again for the Legendary Treasure. It's a hero, which means it will go up to Secret Rare. I think that's more useful to me than just +1, +1 at this point. Okay, next. Sorcerer's Mop. Now, this is a new card, and I do have some interaction. Because of Mockingbird, it could be relevant, which is interesting. I would have to get rid of something, so Scar would probably have to go. I think that's worth it. And I also just want to try out the new stuff anyway, so yeah. Sorcerer's Mop is going to replace Scar, which means we need to put Mockingbird, Sorcerer's Mop in the back. This says when you summon a character, double its attack and health. If it was a treasure or something, then I wouldn't have to do anything, but like it needs to survive before the Mockingbird dies. So, alright. Hopefully, it doesn't just die before any other animals die. Very good. Now Mockingbird summons that, and we got a very big sniper now. Woo! That's pretty cool. Not big enough. Our board just was not able to beat this board. That's a strong board right there. Ooh, Scars come crawling back. Do we take them? They're going to get an extra stack of Treasure Hoard, which is pretty cool. From Magnificent. Huh. I like it a lot. I'm actually worried that Sorcerer's Mop doesn't do much for this. The thing that's really good with Sorcerer's Mop is when you're summoning the same unit every time, because it doubles, then doubles, then doubles. Whereas Mockingbird summoning a random animal, which means it is rarely going to hit the same animal twice, so I'm not going to get those compounding bonuses. I think I'm going to take Scar and put them in the back. The question becomes, do I want to have my Mockingbird in the back or not, right? We've talked before about how... Oh my. Oh my. Huh. I'm not sure what to do here. So the KO star is buffs to your villains are doubled. Villain, 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 villain. Swordblade and Shadow. Your heroes and villains have Hunt, give your characters +5/+5. Very cool. Very, very cool. Wow. I don't know. The thing with the KO star is I always thought that this, well, I'm thinking of Excalibur, but it's built the same way, I imagine, is from now on, right? It's like when your villain gets buffed, double that buff. No, all buffs have been tracked. There is record of every buff that's happened to this Flying Monkey. When I hit the KO star, the Flying Monkey is going to effectively double in stats. It's just going to jump up to an 80 because everything that's been applied to it since its base stats are going to be doubled retroactively, which is huge. Is that more or less than... It's got to be more. It's got to be more, right? Like, how long is it going to take for Sword of Light and Shadow to add up? I want it eventually, but I think it's better to do KO star first. That's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. All right. Wizard of Oz is a villain. I have cast one spell this game. That's amazing. That's kind of awesome. Since when have I ever cast so few spells? I love casting spells. Queen of Hearts is getting +16/+16, but then doubled, which is pretty wild. And Mockingbird's not really doing anything anymore. Yeah, I think we replace our Mockingbird. Because now that we've got... Oh, we didn't take the sword. If we took the Sword of Light and Shadow, one of the other upsides would have been that all of our characters would have had Hunt. Right now, all but one do... Well, all but two do anyway, so I wasn't that concerned with it, but... would have been nice now, retroactively. Oh well, this thing wouldn't have been able to hunt if we didn't have the KO star, so hopefully we can find it next time. I'm going to take the Queen of Hearts. It's not really that good. The summon's probably better, but... Still pretty cool. Hey, we survived that. That's wild. Nice. How much has Scar been actually added up to? It says +6/+6. Cool. I don't know how really well this tracks, or if this is just like an artifact. It says Hunt +6/+6, which is not actually true. Villain +2/+2. Ooh, we have this up to gold now. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. I wonder how much Scar has mattered this game. Because it's very cool. I've never really gone full into Scar with the idea, like, all villains in the shop get +4/+4 whenever any of my characters hunt. That is potentially massive. Goodie Bag is so cool. Not relevant here, but very cool. I might just cycle the Angel of Mercy. Like, I could take Greed, give something +5/+5. Not bad. I think I'll just take the Angel of Mercy. I won't be hearing a Cracked Heart, but if I can get it up to gold, I get a new refill, so that's worth. Captain Hook. Ooh, Captain Hook is good, actually. I think we probably replace our Queen of Hearts with that, right? Captain Hook is going to get +5/+5 from getting Villain Treasure Hoard bonus. And then that's going to be doubled. So it's actually going to be a 50/45 anyway, even before it does anything. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's worth it. The question is it ever going to be able to hunt anything? And the answer is probably no. So it's a little bit disappointing. Maybe we'll put it in the front. I wouldn't normally, but yeah, let's do that. I wouldn't have been able to successfully hunt anything anyway, but still, that's kind of disappointing. I should have put it in the back so it could have got some buffs first. That would have been smarter. Next time, I guess I'll do that. I would love to be able to put... I keep wanting to put Scar in the front row, and I really shouldn't. So Nesting Dolls. This is the one that really combos with the Mop really well. So it's a 12/12 currently. I don't think it would normally be an 8/8. We have the Spiked Shield. And then when it dies, it makes a 4/4, and then when it dies, it makes a 2/2. But if you have the Mop, that 4/4 doubles to an 8/8. But the next time it dies, it's a 16/16. And then 32/32. And that doesn't sound that big, but it doesn't take that long for that to get very, very big. And that, of course, is not including any other bonuses. The way that doubling works is it takes a snapshot of the stats of the creature and then adds an equal amount of stats. So, Nesting Dolls, if it summons a 4/4 into a slot with +50, it will summon a 54/54 as far as the Mop is concerned. The Mop will then double that by adding 54/54 stats to it. Next time the Nesting Doll dies, it will summon a 58. No. Yeah, it will summon a 58/58, a 44... A 4/4 plus 54 plus 54. And then it will get an additional bonus based on its slot. And then it'll get an additional double if you still have a Mop. It's nuts. And this one is guaranteed to trigger at least twice. People initially saw Punxsutawney and went, oh, Punxsutawney is going to be gross. And it turned out it really kind of wasn't, because after the first 1 or 2 doubles, it stops dying before it can attack. But Nesting Doll always summons twice. It guaranteed. It's very, very strong. Anyway, we don't care about it for our board. So I think I just take all for 1 here. Maybe I cycle the Titania. I've been really, really high on just cycle away things and hope you can get a legend out of them later. Like, I just don't care that much about +1/+1 right now. Ooh, okay, so Through the Looking Glass lets me level something up. Magnificent is an interesting pick because it starts with Treasure Hoard 1, but it's gained 5 Treasure Hoards since. If I Through the Looking Glass it will maintain those 5 Treasure Hoards. I will lose the when you recruit a villain effect. I'll lose the when you recruit a villain effect of Magnificent going forward, which is probably fine. Like, I'm really happy with my board right now, so it's not really doing a ton. And whatever it turns into, we'll have that huge bonus. The risk here is it could turn into any legend, which, you know, is anything other than Captain Hook, basically. Which could be Conan, who is a hero, could be good, except for we don't actually have Excalibur, we have the KO Star. Does not buff both sides. So ideally we want to hit something like a Kraken, which is a villain, or we want to hit, what other villains are, I guess, like, Oberon's not a villain. I always think Oberon should be a villain and Titania should be a hero, but they're not, are they? The other option here is Spirit Dragon. Spirit Dragon's kind of nuts, actually. Giving a random character Treasure Hoard 3 is awesome. I think it's more useful early in the game because you might be able to find the thing that it summoned and then just buy it and have it on your board, which could be really fun. But just like we talked about with the Mockingbird, it is unlikely that Spirit Dragon is going to summon the same thing more than once, so you're not really getting those compounding bonuses. I'm going to take Through the Looking Glass on Magnificent. I love to take gambles. The other thing option is Flying Monkey, honestly. Like, here's the thing. You keep all of your stat bonuses when you transform. However, the KO star is doubling the effect of buffs on our villains. So if Flying Monkey transforms, it might end up being smaller if it doesn't turn into a villain. Which is also true for Magnificent. I don't think I can risk it, actually. Now that I think it through, I just can't actually risk it for any of these. That's a real disappointment. Huh. Yeah, wow, that's really disappointing. I'll just take the Spirit Dragon, put them in the bank. Really disappointing. Yeah. Can't take the risk, gotta play safe sometimes. Gotta play safe. And it worked. Okay, do we have any slot buffs? We have 0. This is the weirdest game. I've cast 1 spell and I have 0 slot buffs. That's wild. I mean, I guess it's time for our first slot buff. I mean, is it? Or do we take the G-Man? Right? We can just take G-Man here. I think I just take the G-Man. It's so funny. Yeah, +2/+2 to a slot. Why do I care? Now, Over the Rainbow could be huge. I don't know exactly how the KO star works, but if we see a villain in the shop, I imagine it would have all its buffs doubled by KO star, then those stats would be doubled by Over the Rainbow, and then the amount that was added, would that get added again? I don't know the order that it's going to add these doubling effects. I want to try it. I don't need any of these. Again, this should be a villain. I mean, they're just like a guy. I get it, but, you know. Mechanically, I feel like it would be effective. Over the Rainbow. Alright, let's hope we don't die here. If we just die here, we're just dead. Like, it doesn't actually matter is the funny thing. Dang. Honestly, I'm impressed with that monkey. This is good. I mean, yes, would it be better if they were, like, a ninja in training? Totally it would be, but, like, they wouldn't be a villain. Is Ninja in Training a hero? They might be, actually. They're a toy animal. They might be a hero. It would make sense if they were a hero. So here's the thing. I don't actually want to cycle this Itsy Bitsy Spider because I don't want to waste my Over the Rainbow bonus. So I'm going to take Shrink Tea. Oh my. Holy crap. So Scar is giving a bonus. That bonus is being doubled. That bonus is being doubled by Over the Rainbow. And then I think it's being doubled again. Yeah. Right, you've got the unit. It's getting all of its various bonuses. Those bonuses are being doubled. Then there's a snapshot of that character. That many stats are being added. And then that amount of stats has then been doubled by the KO star. So Skeletor is not only just big, which it is, it has Treasure Hoard 1, and the first time you find a treasure, all of your dragons get an additional Treasure Hoard 1. Magnificent, even though I think she looks like a mage, is a dragon. I love that she's a dragon. Very, very cool design. She should be a mage dragon villain. That's my hot take. We have no other dragons. That could be just enough anyway, though. The real question is, do I want Captain Hook or do I want Scar? Like, Captain Hook has more potential, but I don't know if they've ever successfully hunted. There's this, you know, they're hard. Wow. The other option is Wormtongue, which, like, they're just a big boy. They're just a big boy, but, like, they're a very big boy. And I get a whole new shop. That might be worth it. It probably isn't. I should take Skeletor. Skeletor is, like, the right pick. Like, what am I going to do with an extra shop? I forgot I had Daisy Jones Locket. I'm just not using this. I wonder if Starmane is worth it. The fact that it's giving Hunt is, like, I think relevant for the long ship. Right? Viking Longhouse makes that relevant, I think. Yeah. Which is going to be a thing. If I don't replace one of these two, and I instead replace these two, that's one less Hunt on my board, but it's probably fine. Hypnotic is better than Scar, but it is smaller. I'm going to replace Captain Hook. I'm going to move Scar to the back. So at least Scar now gets to be in the back row, and they'll actually get to see things Hunt, which is nice. 1. And that'll do it. That was the last heart of the Headmaster. Let's go. First place, turn 16, favorite faction, villain. Very cool. Nice.